BookTube. Oh, the books.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle whiskey for the way.
I just got back a couple of days ago from UtopYA, which was a convention held in Nashville, Tennessee, and I loved it. It was my very first book convention, and boy, I am hooked. I will be doing some more of these. This convention was women authors and a lot of indie authors, and by indie I mean self-published. So a lot of great stuff out there. Some of it I had already read. A lot of new adult contemporary and a lot of YA. A lot of contemporary, but also a lot of fantasy and even some dystopia. And of course, I bought tons of books, and I even got some books to give away. So let me show you what all the books were, because there are a billion of them. I will start with the books that I was given to give away, and I will host giveaways for these probably over the next month, because I've got so much stuff to give away. Oh my gosh, it's probably going to take a month. First book to give away was Cade by V.A. Dold. This is about shapeshifters. The next book I was given to give away was The Darkest Part by Trisha Wolfe. This is new adult contemporary, and I'm really kind of excited to read this one. And by the way, Trisha Wolfe was delightful. And the last official book I got to give away was Timebound by Hrezo Walker. I am part of Hrezo's street team, which means I get to volunteer to promote her books. And I got to tell you, this is a good one. This is time travel done really well, and a little bit of historical fiction thrown in there. There is a second book coming out later this year, and there is a novella. All of them are good. I beta read the second book. It's fabulous. I can't wait until it comes out. It was even better than this one. And this one's really good. So, yeah, somebody will get this. I already owned books by several of the authors that were going to be there, so I took those books with me and I had them signed. CJ Redwine was there, and so I had her sign my copy of Defiance. And then Jennifer Albin was one of the keynote speakers, and she was fabulous. Oh my gosh, I completely fangirled, made a complete idiot of myself with her, but she really was wonderful. She has such an amazing story. So I had Cruel and Altered by her, and she signed both of them. There's Cruel and there's Altered. Gosh, she was so nice. She is so nice. And if you haven't read Cruel, you know, I rave about this book all the time. You really need to read this one. And this one too. And I can't wait until this fall when the last book in this series comes out. She's also got a few novellas that go along with this series, and I also loved her new adult contemporary, Catching Liam, and I just got the novella, which is called Unwrapping Liam, which is every bit as good as Catching Liam was. Then I bought a lot of books while I was there. First of those was Renegade by J.A. Souders, and of course she signed it. I love having all these signed books. The Druid's Doorway by S.G. Daniels, and I may give this one away. I can't remember if I got this for a giveaway or not. Obviously it's about druids, and of course she signed it. Lucky Number 4 by Amanda Jason. I have had this on my TBR for a while. It's new adult contemporary. I just thought it looked really good. So she signed it. God bless her. She was there with her son, who is also a new adult author, and they were just delightful. Her especially. She was so effervescent and so much fun. So What I Didn't Say by Kiri Taylor. She was delightful, and of course she signed it. Under Different Stars by Amy Bartol. She signed this, which was great, and she also gave me a bookmark, which was also signed. Steel Lily by Megan Kurd, which of course she signed. She was a wonderful person. I really enjoyed meeting her. And this looks really good. This is a little bit of steampunk, a little bit of fantasy, and a whole lot of dystopia. So, right up my alley. Glitch by Brenda Pathos, who was fabulous. She was so nice to meet, so friendly and sweet, and she signed it. And this is Zombies. Clicks by Amy Evans came with a signed bookmark, and of course she signed it. And this is about dolphins. It's kind of a fantasy, you know, mermaid books, you know how they're fantasies? This is kind of the same idea. They're special people, but mainly it has to do with the ocean and surfing and swimming and dolphins. Also, Amy was really fabulous. I loved meeting her. And I also got a copy of The Darkest Part for Me from Trisha Wolfe. She signed this. And again, this is new adult contemporary. And lastly, you know I couldn't pass this up, Butterman Time Travel Inc. by P.K. Hrezo. You know, time travel, like what? I was going to pass that up? She signed it, and I, of course, am looking so forward to this. This is about a travel agency that books time travel trips. So, you know, there's a bit of a mystery going on there, there's a big adventure, and it just looks really good. The sequel is supposed to be out this summer, 2014, so I got a little card about that. It's called Induction Day. So don't know when that exactly is coming out, but if I love this, I'm sure I'm going to love this. Time travel, yeah. There were also some free books I got. I got Angel Burn by L.A. Weatherly, which I was thrilled to get because this is the first in the Angel trilogy, and I have the other two books. And I really enjoyed the trilogy. I didn't have this first book, so I was thrilled to get it. This just came as a freebie in the just the bag of stuff that they give you at the very beginning when you register. Then these books were all just free to take. These are a couple of preview chapters, Enchantment by Charlotte Abel and Rivers Recruit by Charlotte Abel. This apparently is book 1, and I don't know if this is book 2 or anything different. This is about a witch, and this one is about shapeshifters. And then these 4 were just laying on a table, and the people who were at the table, the authors, said that the publisher apparently just said, here, take these and give them away. And so I thought, well, yeah, I'm going to take free books. So the first one is Eye on Orion by Laura Bastian. This sounds really good, actually, in the synopsis. It's all about a girl who has a next-door neighbor who turns out to be the bodyguard of a princess who is supposedly his sister. And main character falls in love and then has to help stop or overthrow a government on another planet. Perfect Summer by Karen King. This is about a girl set in a dystopian future where disabled children are kidnapped and probably done away with, from what I can gather. And so she has to save her brother who has Down syndrome. And of course overthrow the government who's doing this terrible thing. The Last and Great Wizard of Yden by S.G. Rogers. This is a fantasy. It's about a boy who's a prodigy and he witnesses a supernatural kidnapping, and so then he's got to go save the day. And lastly, Along Came Jordan by Brenda Maxfield. This is book 2 of the Edgemont series, and this is YA contemporary, your basic love story, high school, yeah, all that. And the absolute best thing I got at UtopYA was a gift from my friend Karen, because my birthday was on June the 16th, so that was Monday before the convention started on Thursday. She went to Comic-Con in Phoenix, I think. Phoenix is where she's from, and she brought me Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, autographed. Oh my gosh, autographed copy, and not just by Laini Taylor, but by Laini Taylor's daughter. How sweet is that? I didn't know what to say. I mean, I'm still speechless about this. This is just so great. And I already have a copy of this, so I will be keeping this one, but giving my copy away. Now, you know I can't go anywhere without checking to see if there's an Ollie's bargain store somewhere near there. And of course there was. I went to 2, and I introduced my 2 friends to Ollie's, which was so much fun. And of course they bought books too. So let me show you the books I got from there. I got After Iris by Natasha Ferrant. This is about a big family, lots of kids, and one of them dies, and they have to learn to cope without driving each other crazy. So I thought that sounded really good because I have a big family. Along the lines of the family thing, I got Flutter by Erin E. Moulton, and this is about 4 sisters. I'm always interested in books like this because I have 5 daughters, and they're all very close. So I like to read books about groups of sisters. I picked up If I Stay and Where She Went, both by Gail Forman. I already have a copy of If I Stay. The reason I got both of them was because I couldn't remember which one it was I had. And, you know, for $1.99, I could afford to get both of them and just not care. So what I'll do is give this one away. I happened to see Lola and the Boy Next Door in the new cover, which was so nice. It is paperback, And I already owned a hardback copy, but this is the old cover. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. If I can find Anna and the French Kiss and then, you know, the next books in the series, I'll probably try and get them in the new covers and then give this one and Anna and the French Kiss away. And lastly, I got books 1 and 3 in the Bright Empires trilogy by Stephen Lawhead. The first one is called The Skin Map. The third one is The Spirit Well. So I still need to find the second one, but these just looked really good. They're an adventure about treasure. Actually, it's a treasure map that's been split into 5 pieces, and it's hidden all over the place. And it also has to do with the ley lines, kind of like The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. That idea, anyway, yeah, it's about that kind of stuff, and it just looked really good. And of course, you know, we saw Goodwill, so we had to stop there and just see if there were any books we wanted, and picked up The Air Affair by Jasper Fforde, time travel. Beloved by Toni Morrison. This is not in great shape, but I really want to read this, so I didn't really care what kind of shape it was in. The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, and again, not great shape, but I really didn't care because I just want to read the book. The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Again, really have had this on my TBR for a long time and really want to read it. Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. I read Winter Girls by her recently and I really liked it. I loved her writing. So this is really probably her most popular book and I really want to read it. Still Alice by Lisa Genoa. Apparently this is going to break my heart, but my good friend Jenny McRunnell says you will love this book, so I picked it up. Honey Baby Sweetheart by Deb Coletti. Still not sure. Jury's out on Deb Coletti because I haven't read anything by her, but I hear she's a lot like Sarah Dessen, YA contemporary, so we'll see. Eve and Adam by Michael Grant and Catherine Applegate. You probably know Michael Grant from the Gone series. And I've listened to this on audio and I kind of liked it, so when I saw it for 69 cents, I thought, yeah, I'll go ahead and go for it. And lastly, you know, I've been collecting Harry Potter when I can, so I found The Prisoner of Azkaban in hardback. The dust cover's kind of beaten up, but, you know, do I care about this? And apparently this book is very well loved because the spine is broken and it's kind of starting to fall apart, but I don't care. I just wanted to read it. And I also got the Half-Blood Prince, so both by J.K. Rowling, in case you were wondering. And I want to wind this all up with the absolute best birthday present ever. Second only to the signed copy of Dreams of Gods and Monsters. And that is this. I am a swimmer. And so I try and swim laps, but swimming laps is the most boring thing in the entire world because you can't do anything but swim and you're alone with your own brain. You know, you can't listen to music, you can't do anything, you're stuck. So, necessary components for swimming laps. My cap, silicone cap, really, no big deal, just a cap. My goggles, of course, very necessary. Actually, I need a new pair of goggles because these are getting cloudy, but goggles. Hair ponytail, yeah, gotta pull my hair back to get up into my cap. A Christmas present from a while ago, it's a little lap counter. I put it on my finger and you just count your laps as you go. But this is the best thing. I wear earplugs because I can't get water in my ears. It gives me ear infections and stuff. So I got a clip-on waterproof iPod shuffle with waterproof earbuds. Oh my gosh. I will never get out of the pool again because this means audiobooks. And in fact, I tried it out last night. Best birthday gift ever. I am so excited. Now I'm going to be unbelievably skinny and really pruny and really well read. So, yeah. Best birthday gift ever. I was thrilled. I'm just, oh, yeah. Anyway, that's the book haul for now, and I will be back with a lot of giveaways. Actually, I've got to sort all this out, and I just hit 500 subscribers, so thank you, everyone. I'm glad you want to come back and watch me. You know, this is just fun for me, and so I don't really care how many subscribers I have, but I'm thankful for every one of you who cares to watch. So thank you so much, and I'll give a lot of stuff away for that, and also just because I have a lot of stuff to give away. So anyway, thank you so much for watching.
When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. by my taco. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.